Like, yeah, music affects people whether it is perfect or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey!
What's up?
Rhyme or free, it doesn't matter to me. It's my bad poetry. Good day, and welcome to My Bad Poetry, a podcast where we take a deep dive into our poems from youth, yesteryear, or even yesterday, always asking the question, why in the world did I write this? I'm Aaron.
And I'm Dave, and I'm confused because Aaron just jumped into this like way faster than he normally does.
Well, I did, because as we were warming up with our normal prattle...
Warming up. No, warming up implies we get to a good state where we're like raring and ready to go rather than still just two idiots talking.
Fair enough. But in our chat, you got to the point about music.
Mm-hmm.
And the poem I have for us today, it's called Birds. But I think it's a nice segue. So,
okay.
Yeah. So sorry that you have to hear us again.
Yippee.
We do have 4 new guests lined up for our last scheduled recordings of the year.
Nice.
So very excited for that. But for now, you got us. And Dave.
Yeah.
How about you bring us into the realm of bad poetry with whatever you hastily wrote for us this week?
Well, I feel like you just brought us into the realm of bad poetry with one of the worst readings I've ever heard.
I didn't have it in front of me. I was just going.
Why don't you bring us into the realm of bad poetry with the words that came from your mouth to the Google Doc in the hastily...
The thing I say every week.
It's not like we've been doing this for 5 years, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. 20.
25?
Yeah, it feels like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this poem is called My Morning Thought. Through my impatience, I hear it boil, waiting as...
Is this part of it?
It is not.
Okay. I wasn't going to put it past you, but that looked truly concerned on your face.
Yeah, I can't act. You would have known if I was acting. I had like 5 extra words in one line, and I don't know where they came from. Maybe They got randomly typed in my pocket. Okay. Try that again.
Try to.
Through my impatience, I hear it boil, waiting as the mocha rocks in a royal. Does it taste better than through percolation? Maybe. It just works like meditation. But it's more expensive, so it must be better, right?
Oh, okay. 2 of your loves combined. You got coffee, and you have the unexpected, unpoetic ending.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were making Swedish coffee, but that's not more expensive. What kind of coffee are you making over there?
Swedish coffee? Are we talking egg coffee here?
Well, yeah, but you can boil it on the stove.
Oh, no.
You're not boiling grounds on the stove? Okay.
No, this is in a mocha pot. M-O-K-A.
Oh, not M-O-C-H-A.
No, not mocha, but a maca.
Maca pot?
It's Italian. It's French. Nobody really...
Look at you being fancy.
Everybody gets angry about where they say it's from. But it's delicious. It makes like a semi-espresso type thing.
Oh.
And it is more expensive than just like my cheap percolator Mr. Coffee guy.
The pot is, or the coffee grounds?
The coffee grounds, because they're supposed to be the proper grind and all of this whatnot.
You have to get
pre-ground
mocha pot specific coffee grounds?
Well, you're supposed to use a slightly more coarse than regular, but less coarse than espresso.
Couldn't you just get a grinder and do it yourself?
Yeah.
Aldi sells whole beans.
Which is what I do, but then I also mix it because I have a specific brand of coffee that I like that is more expensive, and I'm annoying.
Is it the Hank Green coffee?
It is not.
Oh.
You would think it would be, because everything Hank and John Green do is... It's my jam. This week's sponsor is Good.com. Good.com. Buy all of your Christmas presents at Good.com to support a good cause.
They're not sponsoring us, no.
No, of course they're not sponsoring us, but do actually go and buy stuff from good.com because it supports reducing maternal mortality rates in Sierra Leone.
Mhm.
They're doing wonderful work, and in the past 5 years of them doing it, they've decreased the maternal mortality rate by 50%.
See, I knew you would know about the greens
Yeah, of
coffee
course I
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
I love them. They do
Okay.
amazing stuff, decreasing world suck. They're great.
Yeah.
But no,
Cool.
it's just my mocha pot, and it's more like it's a more intensive thing. You have to boil the water beforehand. You put it in the pot, then you add the grounds, and then it pushes up the water and it pushes it through the grounds, so it has that espresso extraction. And I want to believe that it's better.
But as your poem says, perhaps it's meditation. You
Yeah,
just
perhaps it's just like I'm
trick of the
caring
mind.
about it, so I
Yeah.
have to make it feel better, but it's tasty.
Nice. Speaking of which, I
Does the
have
noise help?
yes, I have a cup of coffee just it's sitting in my Mr. Coffee. I'm gonna grab that real quick.
This episode is brought to you by Aaron Forgetting Things.
Well, Dave, that was a lovely poem. It inspired me to run upstairs and get my coffee.
Mm-hmm. How is it?
Hmm,
Would it be better in a mocha pot?
probably, yeah. Anyway, Dave.
Let's deal with the trash you have about music.
Yes. Well, this is an interesting one. I'm going to bring to you a poem that was a writing assignment for high school. Let me
Okay.
see if I can pull the dates on this. It was printed the day my birthday. It was printed on my birthday in 2007. So I was
Okay.
17. This was a writing assignment for high school English. And one part of this assignment was to invent a word.
Mm. I do find that to be quite a scrumtrelescent idea.
Yes. Okay. So here's your a game within a game. See if you
What's
can.
the word you made up?
Yeah, what's the word I made up? And
Oh
I'll
gosh.
try and read it in a way that it doesn't immediately become apparent.
You're gonna struggle with that one because I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I have been speaking English for quite a while.
Yes, here we go. This poem is called Birds from 2007. Sing, O morning dove. Your song brings newness to the day as you call the sun to rise. For you know not what the day will bring. The lively lyrics break the air as you coo your song of dawn. Sing, O hummingbird, your song becomes lost in the flurry as you flutter through life, for you live each day with excitement, the sweet taste of sugar water as you hum your song of liveliness. Sing, O nightingale, your song of incredible passion, as you soar sweetly about the rest, for you share your song with another, the feeling of limitless flight, as you sing your song of amore. Sing, O owl, your song full of omnipotent, this one actually is a word, omnificent age, as you stay content in your hole. For you've seen all that the day can offer, the realization of day's end, as you hoot your song of knowledge. Sing, O raven, you saw your song as black as night, as the moon casts shadows on the earth, for you dive drastically into darkness, the blackness of stretched wings, as you caw your song of shadow. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I've got guesses.
You've got guesses. More than one?
So first, no not.
No, not?
Earlier in the poem, you
Oh,
didn't
you
like put
know.
any yeah.
For
You
you
didn't put
know
any space in
not
between
what the,
those
yes,
words.
fair
So
enough.
I figured you were hyphenating into a word. No not.
No, not what the day will bring.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Then of course we have hum hum.
Hum, comma, hum. Yes.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Hum hum.
Hum.
And in the same fashion, hoot hoot
Hoot. Mm-hmm.
and cacaw.
Yes, good stuff.
Although cacaw is one.
Oh, it is.
right? I don't
I
know.
wrote it like the rest. Ka, comma, ka.
I
So
don't actually know.
yeah.
And then yeah, omni. What?
Okay. Omnificent.
Omnificent. So omni, all, and
Oh,
facunt, meaning to create. Is the owl
this
creating the universe?
this might also be a made up word because the thesaurus on word is not giving me any suggestions.
That's yeah.
Hmm.
Google that for me, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to. You still haven't guessed the real word in the.
Oh, the other one, uh, amore. That's not an English word.
That's a okay. Fair enough.
What were you just gonna say?
French. Oh no, it's Italian.
It's Italian, buddy.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Don't you speak some French?
No, I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm gonna say almost infinitely more French than I speak.
More French than Italian. Omnificent is having unlimited powers of creation or creating all things. Your
Yeah.
song full of
Can I just say, I didn't know that, but I'm a genius because I know Latin.
yeah, good for you.
This podcast is brought to you by learning Latin. It will not help you in real life. It will not help you in fake life, but it may occasionally help in podcasting.
It may just make you more pretentious. Yeah,
Emitless?
emitless.
What the
You're,
heck is wrong with you, sir?
I think I just took an L off of limitless.
Yeah.
It's not even that good of a made up word.
No.
Limitless is just as good, if not better.
But read it in context again.
Okay. Do you want the whole stanza?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so for you share your song with another, the feeling of emitless flight as you sing your song of amore. Oh, that's amore.
Yeah. What what bird is this?
The nightingale?
So it's at night. So it's
No, it's not.
emitless?
It's not at night.
Like it's not emitting?
It's not at night because the raven and the owl are supposed to be night. Why I thought nightingale would be like the lovebird.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
I could have done cardinal. And also, can I just say, I legitimately for several years thought mourning dove is like morning as in
Sad?
it's no, as in it sings in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But it is morning as in,
Yeah.
yeah, with the U. If you see this, I don't have a U because I literally thought the name of those kind of doves were mourning doves. So,
Well, it's because they sound like they're crying.
yes.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you would think mourning dove and nightingale would be the two kind of bookend birds.
Yeah.
But no, I decided to do owl and raven and nightingale. Okay, do you see what I'm doing with this? It's the times of days, right? But
Correct.
But it's also, Dave, it's also a life. New birth, growing up, love,
Breaking through the air, yeah, liveliness.
love, and then owls are like retirement
Wisdom.
home, and then raven is death.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, it's right there.
Dear listeners, I am currently scratching my eyebrows, trying to stave off a frustration headache. Something that I normally don't experience. Something I didn't know that existed until I started recording a podcast with Aaron. Okay, well, we have to go back to inmitless.
Imitless.
There's an N in there, friend.
Inmitless. Yes, I said inmitless.
What is inmitless?
That's the made up word.
But like, what's it supposed to mean?
I literally think it's supposed to mean limitless.
See, because I heard it as emitless.
Oh, like they're not pooping on the flight?
I was thinking more like of light, like
That would
darkness.
that would make
like,
sense too, but birds don't shoot light out.
I was giving you some poetry here.
You were giving me a lot of grace
Yeah.
that I cannot give myself.
No.
Oh, man.
Also, the moon casting shadows on the earth at night. Do you know how the moon works, friend?
Well, okay. Also, I love how moon is capitalized because
Yeah.
it's just out of nowhere.
And earth isn't? Because the moon matters, but the earth is just
I am a
chopped
true
liver.
I am a true poet. The moon comes first, Dave.
The
Um,
moon comes first.
so okay, this time I am going to give myself a little grace.
Okay.
The sun, if it's shining on a tree, is it the tree that casts the shadow, or is it the sun hitting the tree that casts the shadow?
I understand what you're saying, but that's stupid.
It's backwards. It should be like as the moon casts light. But I wanted the
Yeah,
shadows. I wanted the
but like
shadows.
the moon casting its waning light.
Ooh,
So
look at
then you
you.
get like the waning language of
Yeah,
the
the
moon and
receding
its
and okay.
exactly.
Yeah, okay. That would have been really nice. Yeah.
And then you could have used the word waxing in the first stanza, so then it's even more parallels. I
Mm.
just, why am I a better poet than you?
It's a fair question.
Says the guy who writes crappy poetry and has never been published and will never be
You
published.
know, you write more poems than I do because you write one a week.
Yeah, have we talked about the concept of quality versus quantity? Because I don't know if you know this, my last poem was about coffee, and it wasn't good.
So this one, it's not really about birds.
Whoa.
Can I also say, I clearly ran out of like bird sounds by the
Yeah,
third stanza.
right?
Because like I was like, nightingales, what do they do? Oh, they sing a song. Not tweet tweet, not I mean cluck cluck, I guess. What
Uh,
other bird sounds are there? Hoot hoot caca. Oh man.
Also, it's interesting that the hummingbird hums.
Because it doesn't actually make that sound, it's the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it's like a bee buzzing.
Yeah, but
It's
have you
not the wings, it's the spiracles. It's just breathing.
right, but have you actually heard like hummingbirds like they cheat?
Really?
I think so.
Hey, you could have used cheap.
Cheap cheap. It wouldn't have improved this poem, but it wouldn't have made it worse.
No.
um,
Well, and then you could have added another stanza about like the in-between time of graduating from college and having student loans to pay and not having a job that pays well enough, so
as you
you are cheap cheap.
cheap cheap through the song of sadness. Um, do you want to know a fun fact about this one, Dave?
I will always take a fun fact.
Okay. There was a county newspaper that was asking for poetry submissions from kids and high schoolers,
Yep.
a poetry competition.
Yep.
And this is the one I chose to submit.
Okay.
Fake word and all. I didn't.
Cool.
I didn't make that change because why would I?
Why would you? Why would you edit for the prompt?
Yes, it was so clearly just perfectly enmeshed within the poem. It made perfect sense. A judge would recognize that it was poetic license.
Yes.
I did not win.
Really?
I did not get top 10.
Really?
I never heard from them again. Yeah.
That is, I will say that's a little surprising because when it comes to getting kids to submit poetry for things, I would imagine they probably got like 11 submissions.
Yeah, yeah. I thought this was a ringer though.
Mm,
Yeah.
sad day, bro.
Yeah. But do you want to know the other fun thing about this?
Yeah.
So, I get this prompt from a teacher.
Yep.
Write a poem. And I
Yep.
was like, I'm a poet. I have all these poems sitting in my wolf journal just waiting to be experienced in the world.
Hmm.
And I was like, this is my moment. There's a poem that we covered. And for some weird glitch of the system, this is the most streamed episode of our show.
Oof.
And this poem is called Sing.
Sing a song.
Here it is. Sing, O bird of beauty. For
Oh
my
gosh.
heart is low with sorrow, life is fading from grasp, and I hear no more songs. Sing, O beautiful bird, for my ears are yearning. I have no songs to please me, for the bird is dead. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
This is its spiritual sister. This is the one when I took this prompt and I was like, I have a poem. I can just flesh it out a little bit, add some more birds, Make it about a full life.
Yeah. Sing, oh beautiful bird. Sing, you're dead now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I like that poem more because it's short.
Shorter. Yeah. Well, and I was reading the birds one. I was like, my gosh, there's another bird.
Yeah.
It just kept
Well,
going.
and this came out of you watching, of course, The Birds.
Mm-mm. I famously have never seen that movie. I know of all like I am a film person. I've watched so many classics. The Birds has I've missed The Birds so far. It's always been on my list. I just
It's
haven't gotten
good.
to. I know. I just
It's,
haven't gotten to it.
to be honest, it's kind of weird. Like, kind of, I'm sure that there is a lot of very creative storytelling in it and like real great things to pick apart.
I think Hitchcock just threw birds at women to make them cry.
Kind of
Yeah.
seems like it.
Yeah.
He's kind of the worst person.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're comparing my poem The Birds to the Hitchcock classic The Birds?
Yes.
Hmm.
In that it feels like you are throwing things at me to torture me.
Oh, okay. And you may in fact cry.
I'm Tippi Hedren.
There you go. Hey.
I'm adorable.
Oh boy.
Please tell me it was Tippi Hedren in that movie. I think it is.
I think it is. I think that was a good pull.
You haven't seen it. You don't know.
I don't know, but that sounds right.
Cool.
Anything else from this lovely little entry into the pantheon of bad poems?
I'm not a birder,
Yeah.
but birds are cool.
Birds are cool. Honestly, I feel like owl should have been. If I were to rewrite this one to
Yeah.
this now, I think owl feels more like a psychopump than a raven.
Yeah.
A raven would be bad omens or like a closing of a book. Like, I mean, where like how it's used in Poe, it's like
Yeah.
you will die. The owl, I feel, has a better closing chapter bird, closing of a life.
Well, but this is one of those cultural things too. Because like Greek myth, we picture Hera, or not Hera, we picture
Athena with the owl
with
of
an
wisdom.
owl.
Yeah.
No, it's a raven.
What?
In myth, she has a raven. She does not have an owl.
We're gonna have to end this week because my brain is
Isn't that interesting?
yeah. I what?
Yeah.
Next, you're gonna tell me Odin had two owls, and then
No, Odin had the ravens because
yeah, I know.
why did he have ravens? Why were ravens important to the Norse culture, especially the Vikings?
Because
Because they can't land on water. They can't land on water, so the Norse would bring ravens with them and they'd send them up. So then the ravens could look for land, and if they saw land, they would fly to it. But if they didn't see land, they would land in the boat.
oh my gosh,
See, we're learning.
we're learning so many things.
Well, and I like that we kind of just glossed over psychopump. Nice use of that word, buddy.
I learned that word from you
Yeah,
on
of
this
course.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the psychopomp of Greek mythology?
The guy on the river Styx.
And his name is
Aiken Drum.
You have no idea how apt that is for today.
Really? Yeah. Okay. So who is the psychopump of Tahiti?
Charon.
Charon.
Yeah. It's where we get carrion. Birds of carrion.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
vultures.
Vultures. I got you.
Or like in the Bible, we're doing weird bird facts.
Yeah, we are. This this podcast is now my bad bird facts.
Yes. He will raise you up on eagle's wings.
Oh, is that really carry-on?
Well, he will raise you up on vulture wings.
Oh,
It's it's an Israeli vulture
that's
because
so much
those
better.
vultures are actually birds of prey. They attack other things and like defend their young. And eagles just eat dead stuff.
Yeah, they're lazy. Yeah.
But like we associate eagles with like regalness and
Majestic. Yeah.
whatever. So we literally just changed the translation, and even translations that do their best to capture the original like language still use eagle because
We don't like vultures?
we don't like vultures, I
Man,
think.
birdism is real.
Hmm.
Huh. Um, okay. Well, good or garbage?
So we've talked about the sounds that birds can make, and the way that they bring life to the world and joy. Um, and in my opinion, this poem is more like the song of a hissing possum, um, as it tries to kill you.
Hmm.
And I would say it belongs right alongside the other possums, digging through your trash.
Hmm. I mean, respect for the possum. I don't know if killing someone is their ultimate goal.
Oh no, it is. They're
Oh,
monsters.
okay. Well, fair enough.
Have you
Um,
not seen Princess Bride and the rodents
oh,
of
yeah.
extreme or extraordinary size or whatever it is?
Would they be considered possums?
I don't. They always look like possums to me.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're terrifying.
they are. And
Yeah.
I recently learned they can't carry leprosy.
Possums?
I thought they could carry leprosy. They can't, and they're
Rabies?
like really high. They have a really high immunity to rabies.
Oh,
But one of the ways that they scare people off is by foaming at the mouth.
right. We're going to end this week with the words of a true poet. This week coming to us from Oscar Wilde.
Hmm.
The poem is called In the Forest. Out of the midwood's twilight, into the meadow's dawn, ivory limbed and brown eyed, flashes my fawn. He skips through the copses singing, and his shadow dances along, and I know not which I should follow, shadow or song. O hunter, snare me his shadow, O nightingale, catch me his strain, else moonstruck with music and madness, I track him in vain.
Hmm. Lovely.
Yeah, I love Oscar Wilde.
Yeah.
This has been My Bad Poetry.
Now go write some of your own bad poetry, but like do it better than Aaron does, or way better than I do it.
It's not hard.
Yeah, that's true.
So, a while back, you challenged me to write a follow up to the Silence Saga. I did that. Rhyme or free doesn't matter to me. It's my